Friday in Houston was the champion's moment of truth. He showed up at the Induction Center but refused to step forward, bringing on the threat of prison and a shattered career. But Ali's attorney, Hayden Covington, told ABC's Howard Cosell he's confident the champ ultimately will win this fight too.
I think if we have 90% to 10.
What is the absolute
ultimate success? Now, I'm talking about at the top court. I don't know where we're going to wind up in this thing.
The specific basis, what you expect to emerge victorious in the ultimate in the United States Supreme Court is that the champion is a black Muslim minister.
That is exactly right, sir.
About 20 of Ali's supporters marched outside the old post office building, while he himself was inside undergoing preliminary processing. Then came word of the champion's refusal. Minutes later, Ali spoke briefly to newsmen.
All I have here is statements that I have prepared. Statements that I have prepared, answering all of your questions on future fights. Come on, Eddie. The future period, anything you can think of. I have the statements, and I have them to be released now.
Could you state briefly why you declined?
No, I will not say nothing. It's all in here.
Immediately afterward, Ali joined sports reporter Cosell in the lobby of his hotel.
As you know, the heavyweight champion of the world has just made his decision. He has rejected induction into the United States military forces. It is also his personal choice at this time to issue no statements, to talk to no one, though he has consented to sit here before this camera with this reporter. He has issued a written statement, however, a copy of which I have in my hand, and the nub of which is simply this. He has taken the action that he has taken based upon his personal convictions and with a full realization of the implications and possible consequences.
The champion was not nearly so reluctant a week earlier to spell out his reasons in person. In Louisville, Kentucky, he spoke out loud and clear.
And I will say here boldly now on television, no, I will not go 10,000 miles from here to help murder and kill another poor people simply to continue the domination of white slave masters over the darker people of the earth.
Sometimes when a man refuses because of religious beliefs to go into the service and wear a uniform, the government will assign them to work possibly in a hospital, a federal hospital or something like this, as a civilian. Would you agree to this?
No, sir. I don't know, sir, I won't participate. No, sir, I'm a minister, preacher from the stand of rostrum. I'm not a marcher. Mm-hmm. But I will say here that I have in my press release that I've said it once and I will say it again. The real enemies of my people are right here, not in Vietnam. And we who follow the most honorable Elijah Muhammad take no parts in wars. As the Holy Quran teaches us, we take parts in no wars on the side of infidels or Christians or non-believers in Islam. No wars unless it's declared by Almighty God, Allah himself, or his messengers. So the thing is, what type punishment or what type persecution would I receive here in America for my religion? That's the whole point.
But champ, if the Honorable Elijah Muhammad advised you to go into the service,
he don't advise us. He don't advise us nothing of what to do. This is a test that all Muslims go through. As the Holy Quran teaches us, who is he to say that he believes and not be tried? We all must be tested and tried by Allah to see if we are sincere in faith, even if it means face machine gun fire, so I'm ready to die.
Many civil rights leaders were not anxious to comment on Muhammad Ali's action. However, Dr. Martin Luther King promptly defended the heavyweight champion.
Do you think that Cassius Clay is morally justified in opposing the draft as far as he says he will take it?
Oh, I certainly do. I think that he's doing what he is doing on the basis of conscience. I've talked with him about it, and I think he's absolutely sincere. And when you speak of the moral justification for it, that's one thing, and that's the highest and best justification, but it's also legally justified to be a conscientious objector. This is guaranteed by the Selective Service Act, and this is what he is contending that he is, a conscientious objector to war in general and to this particular war in Vietnam, and I would strongly endorse his actions on the basis of conscience. I would not dare stand in the way of one who, on the basis of moral conscience, takes a position as he is presently taking.